Thanks for all of you coming out today. You ready to have a little fun? Believe it or not, we think we've got a sellout on our tour for what, third year? Woohoo! Yeah, that's well, thanks to folks like you all. My name is Randy Akers. I'm with the Kennesaw Cemetery Foundation. And along with the foundation, we have a cemetery commission. And with the city of Kennesaw, we put this on. What's it called? What is it called? Life in the Cemetery Tour. And what do? We bring 8 residents to life for 4 nights during October. How do we do that? Through actors. And we want to give you a glimpse kind of the history, show you how beautiful our cemetery is. Isn't it beautiful? And the third thing, we like to raise moolah. We don't necessarily like to, we have to keep this place, to keep it up and to keep it as nice as it is. Can I borrow that shirt just a minute? Thank you. Another way we raise money is through our shirt sales. We probably make $5 or $10 per shirt, and it goes for a good cause. And if you've got kids, grandkids, or yourself wants a shirt, doesn't have a date on it, you can even wear it next year. I think we got some from last year that had a date for $10. This year, new ones are 20. So if you can help out in that regard, we'd appreciate it. Talking about money, we have our sponsor boards. We had, what, 8, 10, 12 sponsors, something like that. Total of about $4,500. So that goes a long way. If you recognize anybody on the sponsor list and run into them in town, tell them, hey, saw your name, appreciate you helping out and supporting the community. Well, let's see. I believe I've just about talked out. I want to introduce Andrew Bramlett. He happens to be with the foundation. He's our secretary. He's our local historian. And really, you're looking at the future of Kennesaw right here. Andrew Bramlett.
So before heading out today, I want to provide just sort of a brief sort of history of the city and the cemetery, kind of for a bit of context behind what we'll be learning all about today. Back in the 1830s, the first white settlers came to what's now Kennesaw, settling in the height of downtown, sort of corner of Main Street, Cherokee, and J.O. Stevenson, right there is a community called Big Shanty, and we did not give the name Kennesaw to the 1880s. Big Shanty was named because it was just a collection of railroad shanties, built by workers of Western Atlantic Railroad in the 1830s as they worked their way through North Georgia. In the 1860s, the armies of the Civil War came to this area, which had a tremendous impact on our area's history and development. However, we'll be learning a lot about it on the tour, so don't really want to spoil any of those stories, so I won't go too much into them. In 1887, our community was incorporated, which became a city as the city of Kennesaw. The name was chosen because of Kennesaw Mountain, just down the road, having become a major Civil War battle site. In 1900, the city first purchased land out here to be used as a city cemetery. It had already been used for burials as far back as the 1860s, but in 1900 became part of the city government. We purchased 3.5 acres and were given an additional 1 acre with a grand total of $100. A very good deal, I think. The other big development that I wanted to highlight in this introduction is the Bell Bombing plant down in Marietta. Even if it wasn't here in Kennesaw, it did have a massive impact on our community. Bell Bombing was opened in the early 1940s as they were building bombers for war effort in World War II at the site of what's now Lockheed Dobbins Air Reserve Base. The reason it is important to mention is it is how our county developed into a suburban area. Prior to the 1940s, we were very much quite rural, despite how close we are to Atlanta. In the 40s and into the 50s, we began turning into a suburban area much like we are today. And many of the stories that you'll see out here kind of been shaped by that. This year's theme is all about veterans and the military and its impact on our area. But we don't have any bell bombing stories, but we have many great World War II ones, 1 or 2 of which we'll be hearing while we're out here today. So without further ado, I'll be turning it over to your tour guide, Mr. Stephen King.
Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate it. Also, Andrew is our secretary in media. manager for the foundation, and also Mr. Louis Bramlett is the president of the City Commission, which is part of the city. So just to clarify a little what Randy was talking about, the City Commission, City Cemetery Commission usually gets a budget from the city for big capital improvement projects. What the foundation does is we attempt to raise funds to do kind of auxiliary projects of a smaller nature. Things like helping to replace the wooden benches with the iron benches. We just got through assisting the commission with updating all of the wooden structures in the cemetery. We work with them to hold gravestone cleaning classes, and they do a decoration day every year. So between the coordination with the foundation, which is a 501c3, and the commission, which is part of the city, together it's kind of a joint effort to help beautify and maintain the cemetery. So that's my spiel. Before we get started, just remind everyone, last night as we got towards the end, the last about an hour, you had a chance to pick up a flashlight. I recommend you have one. Towards the end of the evening, I've got an extra, so we'll use it. We can get someone to bring us. It'll be light for the next stay on the level ground as much as possible. But just remind everybody. So, all right, I'm ready to go. You ready to go? All right, let's go visit our